Jessica, and today I have my September favorites, and I know they're late, but better late than never, right? Okay, so the first favorite is so bizarre, and actually I have YouTube to blame for this one because I'd never thought about it. So I have been on the hunt for a natural deodorant, or at least one that doesn't have all those breast cancer causing ingredients or supposedly Alzheimer's causing, whatever it is, all those ingredients that they say are really bad for you in them. So I'd been looking at natural deodorants. And none of them work. Like, oh my gosh, I'm like, I feel like the stinkiest person ever, but I feel like they just don't work on me. And I know I'm not alone in that. So I've tried like 5 or 6 different ones, and they're, you know, they're okay. But then I heard about using men's deodorant because they don't have those same ingredients in them. I don't know why, but they don't. So I have been trying the Old Spice Wolfthorn deodorant, and it's like the blue gel, and oh my gosh, it smells so amazing. Like, it smells like fruit candy. This stuff works. And you know, I don't know that every ingredient in this is awesome for you, but I know that it doesn't have those other ingredients, so that is good. So really been liking this, go figure. So what else? Okay, this is kind of a random one. This is a hair favorite. This, obviously you guys know, or at least I've told some of you guys like on Instagram, that this is my natural hair. And actually it's typically a little more curlier than this, but when I switch back and forth between like blow drying it and straightening it-ish and this, it's kind of a little more limp. That makes sense, right? Anyway, but I have found a product that I love. So if you're a girl that has naturally curly-ish, wavy-ish hair, this product, it's Rusk Wired Flexible Styling Cream. And I got it for pretty cheap at TJ Maxx or Marshall's. Of course, it's more expensive in a regular store or a salon, but I really like this cream because, you know, when you take it and you rub it between your hands and then rub your hair in it, and then you flip your head over and kind of scrunch it into it, it just seems to really keep your hair really light, because if you have curls or waves, the last thing you want is for it to be weighed down and real flat. You want it to be kind of bouncy or at least a little bit more voluminous. So I really like this. It's one of the very first gels or creams or pomades, whatever you want to call it, that actually kind of defines my curls or waves a little bit more without weighing it all down. So I love this stuff. This is something that I will definitely be repurchasing because I've never found one that I've liked this much in my entire life. So very excited about that find. All right, so on to some makeup goodies that I'm loving. This is the Soft Lips Cube, and I think I got an influencer box, and it's in like the berry scent. I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's just like the EOS ones, but it's in a cube. But it just smells amazing, and it really, really works well on my lips. I don't think it has SPF. Oh, it does. It has SPF of 15, but it doesn't dry my lips out, which I was ecstatic about because almost every other lip chapstick, whew, almost every other chapstick that I've ever used that has SPF really dries them out. So I really like this. I don't think I like it more than my EOS Sweet Mint. That one is still like... There's nothing better, there's nothing more moisturizing, but in the realm of SPF, I think this is really good and it smells amazing, and your lips are so soft and it doesn't dry them out. So I was excited, and that's like $3 or $4 at the store, I think. Okay, so a lot of you guys asked me about MAC eyeshadows, and I feel I don't own that many, and really mostly because I can't justify the price of however much it is for a single eyeshadow, like $15, I don't even know how much it is. That's how little I look at it, because it's just so much. But this was sent to me by a friend. Well, this is just a MAC quad, and I put whatever I want in here. And actually, these are the only MAC shadows I own. That's an e.l.f. one. But this MAC shadow right here in Rice Paper is, I think it's just my favorite eyeshadow ever. Close tied to Omega, which is this kind of like really light taupe color, which I use in my crease all the time today. I used this quad today. But I used Rice Paper, the one I'm talking about, this kind of yellowish one, on my crease, and then I just blend everything together with it, and it's got a really nice shimmer to it. You're not gonna be able to, oh yeah, you can. But it's not too much. It's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a shadow that can do everything, and it just always, every time I use it, I feel like my eyes look complete. And I always get compliments when I use it too, which is, I don't know, I just think that's interesting and I love it. And this is one, once it's gone, I will repurchase because I've never found a drugstore version of this that I've loved. If you know of any drugstore dupes for MAC's Rice Paper, please let me know because I love it and it's really expensive. So, another favorite of mine, and this is a rediscovered one, is the Balm Hot Mama Blush. And this is one that years ago when I first started watching YouTube videos, everyone talked about, and I'm like, okay, so I had to try it, and Haute Look has the balm on there for like $10 a blush all the time. So I bought this a long time ago, so long ago that my mirror is cracked. Anyway, but it's just the prettiest coral with like gold specks in it. I'm wearing it today. I think it looks great on fair skin. I think it looks beautiful on deeper skin tones. Oh my gosh. It just works for every skin tone. It is crazy pigmented though, so you have to be really careful with how much you're putting on. But you don't need like a highlighter. This is one of those that I always picture like, we've been to Miami before and I wore it all the time when we would go out at night because it's got like, it just catches the light beautifully and it just makes you look like you're sun-kissed and dewy and just all of that good stuff in one. I love this. Best part is, it lasts all day. Like if I put this on at 5:30 in the morning when I'm getting ready for school, it is still on impeccably by the end of the day. And it's so funny because I really notice a difference when I use almost any other blush versus this. This one is always like perfect by the end of the day. The others are like kind of smudgy or not there at all. But this one, I love it. Okay, this is clearly a raving one because I'm excited about all of these things. Another rediscovered favorite is the Wet n Wild by Fergie primer. I think it's called the Take on the Day eyeshadow primer. And these are $4 or $5 at the store for a full size. It's got 0.34 fluid ounces, plenty. I mean, you use the tiniest amount, but you just squeeze it out and you put it on obviously before you put on your eyeshadow. And it doesn't really like conceal, like if you've got any weird discoloration or veining. I say weird because I've got it. Like any veins that you can see, it doesn't really get rid of those, but it just does such an amazing job of holding onto your shadow really all day. I mean, it's kind of tacky, but once it sets, your eyeshadow is not moving. And again, this is another product that I really notice a difference between when I like use this versus really any other cream shadow, any other primer. It really is amazing. This and the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, they're both like the same product and amazing. So love it. Another rediscovered favorite, I feel like I haven't mentioned this in a while, but every time I pull it back out, I'm like, oh yeah. The e.l.f. Mineral Foundation. It is just like the Bare Minerals Foundation, but it's like $5 or $6 for a full size instead of 20 something. And I'm wearing it, or I have it in the shade Porcelain. I thought I had it in light too. Maybe I gave that to my mom, I don't know. But it's just beautiful. I'm wearing it today. I have foundation on as well, but this is just a really nice way. It kind of not conceals, but kind of really provides a nice even base for your skin, but it still lets your skin breathe through. So you can tell like, I don't look completely mattified, but I kind of like that. I don't want to necessarily always look like powdered. And this is the perfect kind of in between. After you put on foundation, you can wear this alone too, definitely. But after you put on foundation, just dusting it anywhere where you know that you kind of have like patchy skin or anything, it just makes it look really flawless, but also breathable. So it doesn't look like a porcelain doll. I love it. Whew. And the last favorite of mine is the MAC Fix Plus. I just buy it in the small one because I don't use it often enough. I just don't really need the big one, at least not right now. Plus it's travel friendly. I love this stuff, and it's one that I didn't really know how to use it before. I knew to use it after makeup, but the few times I did, I was like, like I didn't really notice the difference. But then I had watched a few videos and a bunch of people said that they just apply a ton. I mean, just like tons of this, and then of course you fan it off to get it to dry. And there is a huge difference. If you use a bunch of this, your skin looks amazing. It takes a few minutes to like completely dry, but it makes your skin look just like luscious and juicy and wonderful, but not too crazy. Now I will say with this, if you do use a lot, the only area I find that like maybe after an hour or two that I really need something is just in my T-zone. But if you've got really oily skin, this might not be your favorite. But if you're anywhere in between or really dry skin, this will be your best friend because your skin looks flawless. I mean, any weirdness from powder or creams just kind of melts away when you put this all over it and then let it dry. It's like it mixes everything perfectly. So I don't know, this stuff really is amazing. And I feel like the small size is like $10 or something, maybe a little bit more, but it's not that bad for a MAC product. So, and I know that I always buy my MAC products from Nordstrom.com because I just feel overwhelmed when I go in the stores, like to actual department stores. I don't know why, I just like that. So I'd much prefer, it's terrible, but I'd much prefer just buying it online. So when I buy MAC products, I buy them from Nordstrom because it's free shipping. Even if you only spend like $8, it's still free shipping no matter how small your order is, which is awesome. And they seem to ship really quickly. So just a little trick of the trade. So those are all my favorites. I really didn't have any unfavorites this month because I've just been I'm kind of in a routine, but I don't really mind that because right now that's really kind of what I need. and I just found products or rediscovered products that I just love. So I would love to know what your guys' favorites have been this month and then right now that we're already in October, oh my gosh. So let me know down below and I'll catch you guys very soon. Bye.